According to the NOAA, despite the coral reefs making up only 1% of all of Earth's oceanic floor, they support over 25% of all of Earth's marine life. When you leave here today, you will know how the coral reefs affect your day-to-day life. I have done several reports on this since my freshman year, and I have continued to update my information based on the data that is put out on these coral reefs. Today, we are going over how the coral reefs are dying and it is having a drastic effect. We are going to cover how the coral reefs affect marine life, how the coral reefs affect human life, and what Earth will look like when the coral reefs go away. To start, we are going to cover how they affect marine life. According to the NOAA, the coral reefs support over 7,000 different species of fish. That's more than any of Earth's other ecological and biological oceanic systems. Now, these coral reefs do more than just support these systems. They are homes for these fish. They provide stable breeding ground that the fish need in order to survive as a species. They supply the food that is needed for these species to be able to feed the young and continue on living. They also provide shelter for both predator and prey. Now, these coral reefs do much more than this. Now that we have covered how they affect marine life, we are going to cover how they affect human life. According to ocean.edu, these coral reefs supply medicine that is necessary in order for cures for lymphoma, leukemia, skin cancer, and many more are all supported by these coral reefs. The chemical compounds that these coral reefs put out are key ingredients into medicine that we use daily that cannot be found anywhere else within the ocean. These coral reefs also supply over 500 million people economic stability. The fish that these coral reefs help sustain and provide go into our economy. The medicine that these coral reefs put out also go into our economy. These coral reefs are much more than we think. Now that we've covered how they affect human lives, we are moving on to our final point of what the Earth will look like when the coral reefs go away. According to ocean.edu, these coral reefs support many ecological systems, including forests, deserts, oceans, of course, lakes, and so on. These coral reefs are not just limited to the ocean. These coral reefs rely on many different things. The main cause of these coral reefs going away is global warming. As the sun heats up the Earth's oceans, this kills off many of these coral reefs that cannot survive in the hot waters. But this also opens up the ability for the coral reefs to move around places into waters that meet their current needs. Now, lastly, according to the University of Hawaii, these coral reefs also recycle carbon fiber into food that many oceanic mammals and marine life need in order to survive. Now, these coral reefs also act as protectors, as a border from natural disasters such as tsunamis and so on, many of which these coral reefs help act as a barrier between us and the ocean for. Now, as a final part of this, we are going to recap what you have learned today. The coral reefs are dying and it is having a drastic effect. We have covered how they affect marine life, how the coral reefs affect human life, and what Earth will look like when the coral reefs go away. The reefs are a strong story of life. They are complex and woven into day-to-day, and they are an essential part of our world.